again, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with the continuation of the Mystery Lace Knit Along, and we are on row 192. All right, so let's hop right in. And before we begin, I just wanted to say that previously I had mentioned that I was thinking about finishing this up. Well, I tried this on, granted it's still on the needles, but I tried it on and I wrapped it around my neck once and the ends did not come down to my waist. So for now, we're going to keep going. So, because that's the usual gauge of length that I go by. So for right now, we're going to keep going, and we are going to have these two eyelets continue on to the right. So to do that, we're going to knit these two together and do a yarn over to have this one travel, and so forth. So let's hop right in. All right. Knitting the first two together can be a little bit tricky, but we're going to do it. There we go. We got it. Okay. So knit these two together. There we are. And then yarn over. And of all things, I didn't pull out enough yarn. Okay. And then knit the next two together and yarn over. A little bit snug. There we go. So knitting these two together. And yarning over. All right. And then, what do we got next, huh? Well, let's investigate. Well, I definitely want an eyelet up top here and up top here, but I'm thinking that perhaps we could have an eyelet start anew right over here. So let me see here. Now we've got an eyelet here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it would be this eyelet, well, this stitch right here that we would want an eyelet. So let's knit the next 3 stitches and create a new eyelet. So knit the next 3. One and 2 and 3. Okay, then yarn over and slip knit pass, slip and knit and pass. Okay, so we've got something new going on here. All right, now to have an eyelet right here, going to actually, okay, here's an idea. Instead of doing the usual slip knit pass, how about what we do is, because I do want an eyelet right here. So that being said, we'll knit this stitch, and then we will knit these two together and yarn over, because I want this one to continue on to the right, and I want this one to continue on to the left. So this one will be done as normal. However, this one, we're going as we go, okay? All right, so yeah, let's knit this next stitch, then knit these two together, and then yarn over. I'm figuring it out as I go along. Nothing really has changed in that regard. So knit this next stitch. And then knit the next 2 together. And yarn over. Okay. Then, yeah, I want my next eyelet here. So going to knit the next 3, then yarn over and slip knit pass. So 1, 2, and 3. Then yarn over and slip, knit, and pass. Okay. Who do we have next? Let's see. Okay, now we have these two branching out. That's easy enough. We can handle that, no problem. So we'll knit this first stitch here, then knit these two together and yarn over. Okay, so knit 1. And then knit the next 2 together. And yarn over. And then knit the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then yarn over and slip knit pass, slip, knit, and pass. Okay, anybody else for this row? Nope. No, we don't. All right, so that being said, let's just knit the next 5 stitches as normal. I think we'll just sort of leave it at that. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, and of course 5. All right, so that is the end of 192. For row 193, just knit your way back across and I'll meet back up with you. Row 194. All right, so I was just looking at what we have going on for this row, and I noticed some similarities. Now, disregarding this front bit, scooting right along, we have here, okay, actually, let me just grab my other needle. All right, we have here, okay, we have these two branching out, right? And then on this side, we have an eyelet and 3 stitches in between, correct? Well, on the other side, we also have the eyelet and 3 stitches in between another eyelet. So what I'm thinking is, let's just go vertically with this eyelet, this one, and this one. Just go vertically, because I think I might like to do the double decrease a couple times, but not this row, the next one that we're going to do together, because otherwise I'm afraid it's going to get a little too muddled. But for right now, what we can do is we can continue on with the end just as we had been. So we will knit the first stitch, then knit these 2 together, and then do the yarn over for this eyelet right here. So we're going to start with that. All right, so knit the first stitch. It'll make more sense as we go on, trust me. And then knit the next 2 together. Again, it can be a little bit tight, but we persevere. All right, so knitting these 2 together, and then yarn over. Okay, so like I said, I do want for this one to be vertical. So that being said, we're going to knit the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then yarn over and slip knit pass, slip and knit and pass. Okay, so that's the first one down. Then, like I said, also I want this one also to be vertical, so going to knit, not, but knit the next 2 stitches and then do the same thing. So knit the next 2. One and 2. And then going to yarn over and slip knit pass, all right, who's next? Okay, then we've got this one right here, so going to knit the next 2 stitches, and yarn over and slip, knit, and pass. Very good. And then, last but not least, going to knit the next 2 stitches and do the same thing once more. One and 2, and yarn over, slip, knit, and pass. Okay, so if my calculations are correct, we just went up vertically with all of those. Okay, so now I'm thinking, yes, with this one, let's just continue this one on to the left. So knit the next 3 stitches. 1 and 2 and 3. Then yarn over and slip knit pass, slip and knit and pass, and then knit the last 4 stitches for this row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so for row 195, knit your way back across and I'll meet back up with you. Row 196. Okay, well, at the end, we are almost done with finishing off our side diamond here. So we're going to knit these first 2 together and yarn over. There we go. Knitting these 2 together. yarn over. All right. Now, going to travel across to this eyelet here. So we're going to knit the next 5 stitches as normal, and then we're also going to have to knit this next one right here. So that being said, it's going to be 6 stitches. No worries. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now comes the fun stuff, right? So we're going to yarn over, and we've got these 3 stitches here, right? Well, we're going to slip the first 2 knitwise together. Got my yarn over, don't forget about that. So slip these 2 stitches together knitwise, like so. There we go. And then knit the next stitch. And then pass those 2 slip stitches up, over, and off. And then yarn over. Okay. Then next up, we have to get to this next one here. So knit the next 5 stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then do the same thing. We're going to start by yarning over, and then slip the next 2 stitches together knitwise. Knit the next stitch. Pass those 2 slip stitches up, over, and off. And then yarn over. Okay. Now, what else do we got going on here? All right. Then we have this eyelet at the end traveling to the left. Easy enough. So we're going to knit the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stitches. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then yarn over and slip, knit, pass. Slip, knit, and pass. Okay, and then knit the last 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so that's the end of the row. For row 197, knit your way back, and I'll meet back up with you. All right, row 198. Okay, so for this row, yeah, wherever we did a double decrease, we're going to have one up on top which means this eyelet is going to shift over here, which means that there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stitches in between the eyelets. So on the fourth one, I want to have, yes, a new eyelet. So, and we're going to disregard the previous little bit right there with that eyelet. So we're going to knit the first 5 stitches and then create a new eyelet. So let's knit the first 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then yarn over and slip knit pass. There we are. Okay, then, yes, as I said, I do want an eyelet right here, so let's knit the next 2 stitches, I think. Yeah. All right, so knit the next 2. 1 and 2. And then yarn over and slip knit pass. There we are. Okay, then I am thinking that I would like to have another eyelet smack dab in the middle right here. However, since this one is going to also travel over, it won't work out exactly. However, is there a way that we can fix that? Is there a way that we can alter that? At the moment, no. However, we can work on that in at a later point. So for right now, let's just knit our way across, I think. I think that's the best route. So we'll knit these 5 and this 6th one as well, and then we'll pop a little eyelet up on top right here. So let's knit the next 6 stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then yarn over and slip, knit, and pass. All right, then what do we got going on over here? Well, we have this lonely little eyelet travailing his way off to the edge. However, before he does that, I think we could have him branch out. What do you think? I think so too. Let's do it. All right, so we'll knit the next 4 stitches and then knit 2 together and, go from there. So let's knit the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then knit the next 2 together. There we are. And yarn over knit 1, yarn over, and slip, knit, and pass. Okay. And then last but not least, we'll knit the last 2 stitches of the row. 1 and 2. Okay, so that is the end of 198 for row 199. Knit your way back across, and I'll meet back up with you. No, there's nothing wrong with my counter. We are up to row 200. Yes, well, figuratively speaking, it only goes so far, but we do what we can. All right, so what I'm thinking about already is, again, since we have an eyelet here and an eyelet here and 3 stitches in between, I'm going to have this one going straight up as well as this one for now, and we'll go from there. So that being said, we will knit the first 5 stitches and then have this eyelet up on top. We'll do a yarn over slip knit pass, so let's start with that. All right, so knit the first 5 stitches. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and just got to slide this work over. All right, and then 5, yes, there we go. Okay, then yarn over and slip knit pass, slip, knit, and pass. There we go. Okay, then we want to do the same for this one here. So going to knit the next 2 stitches and do the same. 1 and 2, and then yarn over and slip, knit, and pass. Okay, good. Now, moseying our way across. Let's see, we have how many stitches in between? Well, we've got our eyelet is right here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We do have 7, but only if this eyelet continues going, in an upward direction, which we may or may not. I'm undecided. Frankly, I'm not sure. I'm kind of undecided where I want to go with it. That being said, what we could do, quite frankly, we could have this one branching out once again. We could. Or we could have this one veering off to the left, but that would make an even number of stitches in between, and then we could just sort of eyeball it. That would be fine too, I think. Ultimately, considering, I still would like to have another stitch there, another eyelet. We could leave off on that idea for the present moment, though. We could. So, that being said, we will knit the next 7 stitches and go from there. There's no rush. It's not a race. This is an adventure, So, we'll knit our way across with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yarn over, slip, knit, and pass. Okay, so now where does that leave us? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. See, even number. So it doesn't quite work out at the present. However, perhaps in the future. So from here, I would like, of course, with the way that I do things and my general flavor, I want this one to go to the right. So we'll knit the next 2 stitches, then knit 2 together and yarn over. And what we could do is incorporate another eyelet here if we're so inclined. So first things first, let's knit the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Okay. And then knit the next 2 together. All right. Then yarn over, and then knit 1 stitch. Yarn over, slip, knit, and pass. There we are. And then do the same thing again, yarn over, and slip, knit, and pass. Okay, and then knit the last stitch of the row. Shaboom. Okay, then for row 201, knit your way back across, and I will meet back up with you. All right. All right, my dears, so that concludes yet another part of the Mystery Lace Knit-Along, and as always, I'm having a blast, and I hope you are too. Please, let me know what you think about my, at the moment decision to keep going. If you guys are, going to keep watching, I'm going to keep stitching, and like I said, I would like for the ultimate length of it to be able to go around my neck once and then have the ends hang down to about my waist. That's me personally. I don't know about you. What is the length of a scarf that you normally do? Let me know in the comments section down below. I mean, it's sort of like, how long is a piece of string? Well, it's the same distance from the center to both ends. Or, how far can you walk into a forest? Like that kind of thing. Well, halfway. Um, so at any rate, let me know what you think. And, if you like this video, give a little thumbs up button, hit subscribe for more, and stay tuned because I always try to post as often as I can, whether it's crocheting or knitting, or of course, you could always visit my other YouTube channel, Fiber Spider Games, where I do video game playthrough and commentary. Link is in the description box down below. And until next time, I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, and above all, stay stitching and safe. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.